Na, sziasztok, akkor ismét egy kis dragonyícs. Villa. Gyors a villám, igen, tehát ha eldobod a kezedből, biztos. Nézzük meg a terepasztalnál. Ja, ebben hagytam, nem az. Egy... Ezt mondjam ezt. Ez az óraz karton által kifejlesztett nemes dolgok által használt módszer, mely és saját úgyhogy 5%-kal növel az ellenfelek után járó XP-t. Ezt mondja, a súly az, hogy jelentősen csökkenik, hogy a ló levesse magára, mint nem a sűrűn használom lót. Megnöveli minden csapattárs fókuszenergiát 200-300-ra. A 3-as szintű fókusztámadás. Navarra és Tevinter közti háború megakadályozás. Inquisitor több száz követő, közvetítő, szövetséges is. Néhány személyes kapcsolat segítségével Navarra és Tevinter kelletlenül kiadta a parancsokat a katonáiknak, hogy térjenek vissza saját városaikba. A földet, melyet versengés tárgya közepi ketté választották. Ma megelőztünk egy háborút, ezen kívül nem is mondok más, mert nincs ennél jobb jutalom. Büszköd vezete, mondta ilyen nagykövet. Befolyásunk is. Tiradon pengéje. Nevarai kígyó. Igany Fejlesztő nevű ügynök beszivárgott a nevarai király palotába, és megölte Vireliuszt. Végez több más személlyel is, akik jelentés szerint egyértelműen szövetségesei voltak. Márkusz király azt mondta, hogy mint egy álomból ébredt volna fel. Az Inquisition nem hoztatták ezzel kapcsolatba. Király pedig dühös volt, hogy ilyen módon mágikus befolyás alá vonták. De az biztos, hogy hát Empress Dialomban elfogadtam azt az erőt, ami a mit tudom mi a vörös templomosok kezén volt, ez így mit tudom én, alakváltó démon tartotta a kezébe, azt most van egy újabb, úgymond kisebb fejhadiszállásszerű. Ha jól emlékszem. Biztos, hogy jövőben sokkal óvatosabb lesz a venatóri követekkel, igaz több érdekes tárgyal is tért vissza, amely Virelius birtokában volt Leliana. Magister fatbútja. Vagy... Sztoriba? Hát nem kezdtem úgy sztori küldetésbe, hogy most... A... Egyikbe se nagyon. Csak ilyen... Az ilyen... Fősztoriba nem kezdtem bele újba. Csak így kalandozgatok a területeken. Ilyen mert mellékküldetéseket oldok meg ilyen mit tudom mit. Tehát nem kezdtem még bele Fejsztoriba, ami vinné tovább a játékot. Ilyen bőrök begyűjtése. Marak, sírok, sűrű erdeiben rengeteg élő állat van. Ugye tüskés vadonban is messze délen. Ezeket az állatokat sokan vadásszák és bánatos változatossággal dolgozzák fel. Az írhákat, a szuladin erőt pedig lehetővé teszi az Inquisition számára, hogy hozzáférhessenek ezekhez az alapanyagokhoz. Ugye az erdőség fekete piacon még ott se a híd túlon, azt a 3 sárkányban nem is nagyon csatáztam. Ritka típusú bőrdennék van, kockázatosabbak az erőforrások. Veszélyesített egy kísérletek annál nagyobb esélyt, hogy semmit se találom. Azt mondja, hogy közvetlenül kellene felkeresni varászokat és a kereskedőket a smaragdsíraknál. 14 perc. Fekete piac a legjobb erőforrás a ritka bőrökhöz. Még ha a legkockázatosabb is. 13 perc. Küldjön ki katonákat vadászni, vagy készítsük el maguk a bőröket. Végül, és van hozzá szakemberünk 9 perc.
Inquisitor.
Bár azért mi csak ilyen dolgokat kapok ezért az ilyen... úgymond ezekért a... Egek, majd megváltoztak a dolgok, amikor össze megérkeztünk az égvárról, szerencsések voltunk, hogy államiszra előkelős egyáltalán tudomásra vették a jelenlétünket. Most, hogy elfoglaltuk Szaladin erődöt, és már nem hagyhat minket figyelmetlen kívül, csak egy csapat kereskedő és nemes ember fordult hozzánk egy ajánlattal. Azt mondták, mivel az Inquisition jelenleg alkalmasabb a rend fenntartására, mint akár a császár Titon, szeretnék valamiképp társulni velünk. Elmondásuk szerint egy velük együtt dolgozó inkvizíciós nagykövet segíteni a kommunikációt, és lehetővé tenni számukra, hogy megvédjük őt, az ő érdekeit is, miközben a miénkben járnak el. Ezt megéri fontolóra venni méltóságot. Engedd meg, hogy elküldjem a követeket, és megkezdjem a tárgyalásokat a társulással kapcsolatban. 36 perc. Hát nagy választék nincs.
Let us begin.
Én mikor azért is szóvá tette ez egy részén, nem tudom melyik területre, hogy ne kezdjék el minden is bigyibe belekapsni ide-oda. Utána nem tudom melyik területre nem menjek, mert az a DLC. A Derhát hegységbe. Úgy majd később. Itt ez mindig, ezek a nyersanyag azért többször. Miért? Ezek mindegyik egy DLC? Van némelyik? Vagy a vadszemek, vagy a nyugat vég felfedezése? Vagy a mély utak? Meg az a területen is voltam, mint azt mondtad, hogy el is lehet bukni, amit felajánl Szolász, mint küldetést. És az egyik barátját, a bölcsességdémont. A területen még nem is voltam. A vörös Jenny rossz és a rossz áruk. Szera egyszerűen nem tett tönkre a jelentéseinket. Semmi ilyesmiről nem készült jelen feljegyzés. Emlékeztet Józsefini távoli földbirtokos levele írva. És idejvonalba be lehet őket mondjuk a játék vége előtt fejezni, vagy van amelyik átcsúszik a vége után. Inquizíció vezérkara. Jelentés kaptam róla, hogy erőforrásgyűjtő helyet foglaltak a Venemtóik. Abban a reményben küldöm ezt a levet, hogy kinyomozzátok, ki lehet ezért a felelős. Hallottam ennek a lehetőségére, de további érdeklődésimben nem jutottam semmire. Ez az egész túlmutat az egész társadalmi helyzetem. Vagy Völgyi Gesztán úr. Kivásárolhatnánk a karavánt, azzal felfedezhetnénk, hogy ez egy becsületes kereskedő, vagy csak egy ellenséges összeesküvő vezeti el. Egy 30, ez nem lehet. Néhány megváltozott jelzés terelni őket a Vimmár kegységbe, egy kereskedő karaván ellátmánya véges. Az árukészletek történetesen többnyire fegyverekből áll, nem tartanak ki soká. Ez egy garvány ügyet, egy gyors, de provokatív intézkedés. Mennyire bízunk ebben a formációban?
Let's see what we have.
Mikor se tudom, melyik indítja a DLC küldetést, tehát ez tök mindegy. Azért gondolom a fő sztori, a vadszemek és vadszívek. Mikor a császárnét megmenteni, ez felem az a fő sztori lenne, gondolom. A Hókusz sztori az is gondolom a fő sztorihoz tartozik. A szürkék emlékei, hát... Hát de... Van konkrétan én még ajtam, ezért valami képességem, még nem szereztem meg. De mit tudom, milyen karakterem van. Vagy ez csak a harmadik szekvenciában dobja fel majd.
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montillier's fortunes.
I remember you said your family had been forbidden from trading in Olay.
It's devastated our finances. The Montillier's have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
I had no idea your family's situation was so precarious.
Hardly anyone outside the family does. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It's just... it is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
Most people worry about their next meal, never mind an estate.
I'm not blind, but I worry for my family. My foolish sister Yvette with her daydreams, my brothers trying to rebuild our fleet with their own hands. Is it wrong to hope they never know hardship?
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montillier's as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Valroyot... I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Érdekes.
Do you have any idea who murdered them?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte BioWare, a nobleman in Valroyot, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
what will being seen with me gain the Comte?
The Count will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Count will subtly spin reports to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
Összejövő lettem meg. Ajaj.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Az igazsággaranc egy megvan a papír attól független. Némi bal szerencséjük. De kéne azért varról jól menni. Persze, amikor pont felérnék, akkor basztatok meg a kamera. De ne engedjek, két cég között jó van.
Can I assist you?
Úgy látom, nincs interakció.
So I take it you're Dalish? Is that the correct word here?
Yes, that's right.
We don't have Dalish clans coming northward, for obvious reasons. So I've never met one of your people before, although I've heard about them. Little. I hope this won't be an issue between us. I am here to help you deal with the Venatori, after all.
And I appreciate your help, Dorian.
Excellent. Mutual appreciation is a grand way to begin.
Nem, most felkértek egy levélben, hogy beszéljük a családja nevében. Ez...
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father? I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
You think your father would actually do that?
No, although I wouldn't put it past him. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, if it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. We've never talked about my family before. They're not happy with my choices, you see. Nor I theirs.
What choices? Leaving Tevinter?
That too.
I think you should meet with this retainer. Find out what your family wants.
I didn't ask what you thought, did I? That was unworthy. I apologize. There'd be no harm in hearing what this man of my father's has to say. If I don't like it, however, I want to leave.
That works for me.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
A jó embernek utolsó mencsvára. Vidd el Dorient. A sirály semmit tudom. Ahol találkoztunk Fiona mágussal. Aki állítólag nem is volt varrója volt, mondta, hogy menjünk oda. Bártól báró nem nem érdekel hány küldetés repült már, vagy hány életet mentett meg tetteivel. Ő egy szent borzalom. Kis hiány kiváltja a szememet, amikor legutóbb megpróbáltam rákötni egy üzenetet. Nagy drámai csapkodás és rikoltozásra odajött a nővér. Látnod kellett volna a pillantását, mikor elvette tőlem a levelet. Ha gyengébb lett volna, a szívem ott helyben meg is öl. Szerintem azt hitte, hogy éppen megölni próbáltam imádott hullóját. Ő meg csak oda gögyögött neki, és a bárom már is a vállára ugrott kedvesen is. Befészkelte magát a nyaka ajlatába. Hogy csinálja ezt? Minden madár olyan, mint ő. Vérmágia lenne? Vérmágia? Ugye? Takács. Ezt mondható ő.
Inquisitor? Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
To charter, please.
At your order.
One moment. I have more.
Greetings.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Cosa si mai tu?
I've got a minute if you need something.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Carry on.
Esto yo no tengo más. Oh, y todo.
planning troop movements now?
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
You don't think those things are a bit idealistic?
Once I might have. Today, I live in a time when anything seems possible.
Anything doesn't mean everything, or even something good.
That will not stop me from trying. Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
I'm guided by what my conscience tells me.
Your conscience must speak more clearly than mine.
I doubt it, but I do my best.
Think of it. Like Andraste long ago, once again the fate of Thedas will be determined by a woman. It makes me proud to know you.
I appreciate that.
We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Még ebben részén nem voltam.
Your worship, the cells are ready for the enemies of the Inquisition. Good facilities in Skyhold. Whoever built this knew how to keep prisoners safe but secure.
A börtön szerkezeti felmérés. Ez nehezen munka, mindenhol szerkezeti repedések vannak, nagyobb tömbök elmozdultak. Több mint 1000 éve történt, úgyhogy a munkásaimmal aládócoltattam. Így stabilabbnak nevezhető. Nem javasolom az újraépítését. Ha megváltoztatjuk a súlyelosztást, olyan repedések keletkezhetnek, miket nem láthatunk. Láttam már ilyen összeomlást az előtt a gátaknál, ahol folyamatos nyomás nehezedik rájuk hátulról. Hogy mi okozhatja ezt az ekkora méretű börtönni, azt nem akarom tudni. Ops, majdnem.
without...
Controlled space. Helpful.
Na, most gondolkozik a játék, hogy... Na.
Have you seen otherwise?
It's just what I heard.
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
Can you tell me more about Saharon?
It was a damn ugly place. Only getting uglier when I left. Between the Fog Warriors, the Talvashath, my people, and the Vince. You were lucky to go a day without blood. What do you want to know?
What were the Fog Warriors like?
They were the worst of the rebels. They trained for stealth attacks. They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog would roll in, and before I knew it, half my squad dead without a sound.
It almost sounds like you admire them.
They didn't use poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that. Plus, they hit the Vince as hard as they hit us. Hearing some terrified Magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
What are things like for the natives of Saharon?
I remember one guy. He made these things, fish wrapped in thin bread. Nice guy. Talk to him every morning. So, one time I'm asking about his bad back, and I see he's nervous, trying to tell me something with his eyes. Next thing I know, his assistants draw knives and come at my team. The rebels had forced him to poison my food.
And then?
I'd seen how nervous he was, so I hadn't eaten anything. A couple of my guys weren't so lucky. We killed the rebels. I lost 2 men to the poison, another to knife wounds. My friend who made the fish wraps died with a knife in his throat. Close quarters fight. He was caught in the middle. That is what things are like for the natives of Saharan.
Tell me about the Tevinter people you fought.
The Vince sent forces to Saharan every autumn. Guess they didn't like the summer heat. We had some good fights on the beaches, standing in knee-high water foaming red with blood, ships on fire around us. The cities were worse. Free bit of advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
Why do you hate Tevinter forces so much? What makes them so bad?
It's not their armies. It's their spies. They bloodied Saharan year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels. Alam had no city administrator. Nobody would accept the position. The last 4 who held it died inside a year. Trying to conquer a country is one thing. Making it so nobody can live there, that just screws everyone.
Tell me about the Talvashath.
When Canary can't handle the fighting in Saharan or lose faith in the Qun, they go rogue. They flee into the wilderness and turn into bandits, attacking everyone. They're vicious, savage. You look at them and you can see why my people needed the Qun to stay civilized.
Isn't that what you did, though?
Hey, when I burned out, I didn't go rogue. I reported in and went where the Ben Hasrath sent me. I'm doing my job, serving the Qun out here. I'm not some bandit. I am nothing like them.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Úgy kolja ebbe az most. Ja, egy csillaggal jelenik, valami második kis található más színe, meg könnyebben észrevehető.
heard?
Of she who stands behind the throne.
And perhaps casts a shadow across it.
Nobility do not properly understand the word.
You're certain?
I'll ask around again
Something on?
tomorrow.
Thank you.
Is your network of contacts still active after what happened?
After Lord Arsehole and Vishal? Of course. He may have killed people, but that just means there's more who hate him. You should be one of them. But maybe not. So watch out for that.
We annoyed some nobles. Does that really help all that much?
Gets you paid, for one. You seem happy enough about that. I don't get what's so hard to understand. Your stuff works the same. Your Inquisition, I mean. Punch a bully, people like you. Do it because they asked, or let them think they asked. They like it even more. It's inspiring, even if it sometimes goes tits up and they take a hit back. You know, like Haven.
It must have gone wrong before. How many times have you almost died?
What fight were you in? We didn't almost die. Besides, I only have to start these punch-ups.
You would have killed Harmond if I'd let you.
Sure, sometimes I plonk one, but you know what it takes to be a noble? Everyone says, he's a noble. That's all a title is. So I slap someone, make them look stupid for just a second. All of a sudden, he doesn't look so nobly or scary. Maybe the servants rebel, whatever. But know what really gets them? Other nobles. They blame the slappee for being slapped. Their shit's like that. So it's backwards inspiration, sort of. Still works like yours does.
So, you think that what you do is just as inspiring as what I do?
I said it works the same. Because if you're boot on your neck poor, nobles and couriers don't look much different. They sure as piss look closer to each other than they do to real people. So yes, I inspire. Little pockets of inspiration.
You really work hard to make it seem like what you do makes sense.
Right, because sense is what everything makes. Look at you, making sense. A Coryphilus and his sky hole. Sense is not required for stuff to happen. And that's not my rule.
Ez egy kicsit most a kapcsolata viszonyunk kicsit
It's
romlott,
all
de...
good, isn't it?
Of course.
And how much did you need?
Of course. Greetings, Your Worship.
At your service.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Egy új kereskedő.
Inquisitor, you have come to the attention of the powerful, and I am the response. Monsieur Faris at your service. You will find my wares.
Ez nem lett meg.
Influence.
Konkrétan nem érdekel, mit mond. könyvek. Egy könyvváros.
Was there something you needed?
Is there anything I should know?
I'd gotten used to mages disliking me on principle. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Józsefin jelentése kész.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
I'd like to talk with you about the Inquisition.
I don't understand it. People talk like it's a person, but it's not even a thing. A dagger can be a way to let pain out, but even if it isn't, it's still a dagger. The Inquisition isn't real unless it has something real to make it. It's like a spirit.
I'd like to talk with you about Templars.
They're heavy with forgotten songs, like Varric. Some of them are too loud. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons asked questions that hurt him. Evangeline was kinder. I want to explain, but Reese's mother spoke to spirits, but not to him. Then she died for a Templar he loved. Words just bounce off the edges.
Can you tell me more about how the Templars feel to you?
They feel older than they look. They've been changed, and their bodies are incomplete now. The lyrium helps, but their bodies always want to connect to something older, bigger than they are. That's why they block magic. They reach for that other thing, and magic has no room to come in. Like when I listen to Varric.
Can you tell me more about how the Red Templars are different?
The red lyrium is different, darker, daggers under the skin. It eats you inside until you're nothing. They hear a different song. The song behind the door old whispers want opened. They are dead and dark and done.
What's your general opinion of Templars?
Some like hurting mages. It makes them happy, or less afraid, or dreams again. Woke up shaking, stalking the ground for one who looks like her. Always some rule being broken. But not all Templars listen when whispers crawl around inside them. They try to protect people, like Cullen. The good ones remember that mages are people.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
You make it so.
It's good to spend time with you.
Can you explain how your mind works?
Yes?
What do you sense when you focus on me?
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. The mark makes you more, but past it, pulled. Blood that is not blood, a tiny trace of time. Lips struggling to shape language your parents lived. And past that, the weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry, fears you fight. You are theirs. It must be very hard. I hope I help.
Sometimes you say things that relate to other members of the Inquisition.
They remember me. Their eyes stick, some more. They want me to be. Varric is quiet inside. He pulls me more to hear, makes me a person, calls me kid, a friend. Solus, bright and sad, observes and accepts. Spirit self, seeing the soul, Solus, but somehow sorrows.
It must be sad feeling everyone's pain all the time.
Why?
Isn't it?
No. I help. I find wounds and heal them. I salve, soothe, save. I see pain and make it better. How could I not be happy?
Walk me through the way you help someone.
I start by listening. I hear hurt, feel it fretting. Some you can solve by giving something, food, a blanket, sleep. Some are intangible, terrible tangles that catch on a crack, fix it, festering, and the person makes a pearl of pain. I shake it loose. No pearl, no pain. They can hope, they can heal.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably. It wasn't from a flower. He wrote it in the snow.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Rhys was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Rhys. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Rhys couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
What can you tell me about Rhys?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me, and I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster. Let him forget.
What did you mean when you said you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the Spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free. When Rhys found out, he made me stop, made me understand. There were other ways to help. I didn't know.
You wanted to free them from pain and fear. You shouldn't be ashamed of that.
I am. I didn't know. I could have helped more if I'd known. If I hadn't been so... me. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Reese and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline saved me.
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Reese help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Reese just wanted to help, to stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Reese from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Reese. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold. Corrupt. So I came and killed him.
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Elérhetővé vált Itis és Evangeline. Elkutat. Elvileg mindegyikkel diskuráltunk. Meg lehet, hogy az udvarból országok jönnek, nem? Egyel kevesebb Venatori, meg lehet, hogy bírom az országban, de óriási különbség van a Venatorek és a terminterek legtöbb lakója között. Dorian Holton akarja látni a Venatori mágusok egy bizonyos csoportját. Na mindegy, ki kellett volna üríteni a micsodát, de mindegy. Oké, fejtőkéket kéne találni.
Inquisitor.
Nem is itt kettő is van. Indulni akartam előre fel, erre meg eldobol a kamerát. Ilyen. Nem lelijelennek a hulló, így kifigyelnek itt benne. Itt egy teacher book. Oda fel kell menni. Ahonnan meg leszaladgál. Elvileg.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
I remember the first time the dead walked these lands, when a blood mage poisoned our leman. The ashes of Andraste herself brought the Jarl back from his enchanted slumber.
Good day. Good day. The Inquisitor ended the war between the Mages and Templars.
Grandmother, you heard about Haven? Are you mad? It's destroyed. Completely gone.
About it.
I heard.
The mages are all busy helping
The
people.
Ja. Kicsit furcsa, hogy semmi sincs a fogadóban. Jó, kint várnak bennünket. Itt sem senki. Akkor mégiscsak bent kell valaminek lenni. Hát.
Uh-oh, nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
You went through all of this to get Dorian here. Talk to him.
Yes, Father. Talk to me. Let me hear how mystified you are by my anger.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
I'll need you to explain that.
Did I stutter? Men, and the company thereof, as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
This is not exactly news, Dorian.
And why should it be? Why should anyone care? I have no idea.
This display is uncalled for.
No, it is called for. You called for it by luring me here.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then.
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind, the perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
Your father might be here to reach out. You could give him a chance.
Let's just go.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
You got a lot off your chest. Can't you give him a chance to do the same?
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again, to ask him to forgive me.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
He says we're alike. Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I think you led me on, actually.
Ah, the flirting. You're a remarkable woman, Inquisitor. I mean that in the best way. In another life, I meant no offense. I'll desist if you prefer.
No harm done. Now we can be friends.
I'd like that. At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
Be kellett volna előbb azt a másik kéri.
What you think you're doing?
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me, Your Reverence.
De ne zavartos az egyik itt, a másik ott van.
Oh, What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How kind of you to notice. Yet still you bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
There's no cause for concern, Your Reverence.
With all due respect, you underestimate the effect this man has on the people's good opinion.
Do the people know how he's helped the Inquisition?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Well, that's something.
She didn't get to you, did she?
No, it takes more to get to me than thinly veiled accusations.
You don't think she'll do anything?
Do what? Yours is the good opinion I care about, not hers. I should ask, do the rumors bother you?
Why should it bother me? Everyone's talking about the Inquisition.
That's good. I'd hate to think I brought you any grief. Perhaps it's odd to say, but I think of you as a friend, Inquisitor. I have precious few friends. I didn't think to find one here. Don't speak. I detest confessions, and I'd like to get this over with. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you, against Corypheus, my countrymen, or spurious rumor, so long as you'll have me. The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
I should go.
Here I thought we were just getting to the good part.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
Most are pleased with the Alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
I'll leave you to it.
Nézzük a szennyez. Ez erősebb, de ez... Ja. Hát akkor nyilván egyébben tudom. Igen. Az egyik mit tudom, a másik. Ez lenne az igazi, de hát... Hát ez gyengébb a villámló vágás. Lovagolom. Egy kicsit tudok jobbat adni. Hát 29. Ez lenne az erősebb, de hát nyilván szintű. A következő szint. Hát jó. Elszemtet, ez jobb lesz. Yeah. Mm-hmm. De kettő. A fagy vagy a 10 állása jobb. Mm-hmm. Az inkább mágusnak való. Ja. Jó. Mindenkinek megvan. Azokat leadtuk. Tudom. Így lehet passzolni.
Inquisitor. Apologies, but the quartermaster is expecting something back.
He'll have any requests and the associated billing when it is appropriate.
That's not what I think he meant.
I am well aware of that.
Nem mindegyikért előtt még a 16-os szintet, akkor kéne meg. De van kettő van belőle, akkor mindegy az egyiket már lehet nem kell. Lehet ki tudja pont az erősebbiket. Amit lehet eladtunk. Ahová még itt vannak ezek is. Most már megváltoztatok ki, nem ilyen kártya korábban.
Do you hear it? Don't listen.
Irányba kell.